I'm Lisa, ENTJ. One of the things that surprised me about this experience was the more that you start to understand the personality profiling system, the more you realize how rich and nuanced the system actually is. It's nice because there's sort of an easy point of entry, and if that's all you want to learn, it's perfectly applicable. But if you really want to dig into the depth of it, there's just so many opportunities to continue to learn and grow, and really refine your understanding of yourself as well as the people around you. The biggest insight that I learned from this experience is that there's really no end point to the learning and growth, which as an extroverted thinking, dominant user or effectiveness user, you always want to be growing and learning and really deepening your knowledge of things and accomplishing the knowledge. And to have such a intellectually stimulating and challenging avenue to explore with real practical, real world applications is absolutely fascinating to me. I have a better understanding of all of the different flavors of unique genius that people bring to the world. The ones that are similar to mine, the ones that are completely different from mine, and really understanding that systematically you need all of them in order to function, which allows me to leave space for empowering people to do things the way that they are destined to do it rather than the way I think they should do it. I feel like I'm now better at noticing things and having a language for the things that I'm seeing, where in the past I think if you're just generally attuned to human nature, you can notice if something's off or if somebody's a little bit different than usual. But I think with the tools that I've learned in personality training, I have a better calculus for how to help people feel more at ease, more empowered, and more authentic in their expressions. Watching other people's personality profiling sessions was really helpful for me as a personality profiler because it allowed me to see and understand more nuances in the ways that cognitive functions show up for the profilees. And it also allowed me to refine my skills as a profiler by understanding other profilers' different methods, skills, and styles when it comes to the questions and rapport that they had with their profilees. Coming here, I thought the experience was going to be educational, but I wasn't certain how I would compare it to my first experience here when I was a beginning profiler student. Now that I'm an advanced level student, I wasn't certain that it would necessarily meet how incredible and transformative of an experience it was the first time. And in actuality, it ended up being so much more so because I could take all of the lessons and skills that I've learned in the past 9 months and I could really practically apply them in a way that was a lot more sophisticated than last time I came to a live event. The skills I'm taking away from this event are applicable in so many ways, for personal growth for myself, for better harmony and compassion in my friendships, and being a better wife, being a better manager, being a better employee, being a better sister, being a better daughter. There are so many ways that I can practically apply this to my life. My next step in my profiling journey is to continue learning, to continue practicing, to continue to refine and calibrate my ability to understand and connect with people so that I can continue to become a more and more compassionate and capable personality profiler. I think if I had the skills of personality profiling when I was younger, I would have had a much less anxious time understanding who I am, feeling empowered in that, realizing the differences between myself and others that aren't really weaknesses as much as they're just different flavors. And I think I would have been a lot more open-minded to embracing myself, being authentically me, and not making excuses for the ways that I'm different from other people. I'm gonna go home and stop second-guessing myself or showing up in the world the way that I think I'm supposed to show up, rather than the way that I was actually meant to show up. I'm going to go home and start living as authentically as I can be as a person, so that I can hopefully open the door for people I know and love to be able to feel safe and comfortable, also showing up in their truest form rather than feeling like they have to fit a role to interact and be a part of the world. Being at a live event is so different from online because I truly believe that there is an energy that gets created when you have so many like-minded people who are open-minded, caring, compassionate, dedicated to self-awareness and growth, all put together in the same space for intellectual debates, heart-to-heart conversations, and really getting into deep conversations and friendships that are difficult to identify in normal everyday interactions. I think this experience is great for everyone, literally everyone, because no matter who you are, you probably have some amazing strengths that you haven't even realized that you have. And so learning to acknowledge those and work to better integrate all the different parts of yourself, I feel is going to allow you to become the best possible version of yourself, both for yourself and for the other people in your life. I think the kind of person who would benefit from this experience is the kind of person who is curious, open-minded, interested in having a better understanding of the ways that they already function in the world, but maybe haven't ever given themselves permission to identify, or perhaps putting language to things that people intrinsically know, but have never really tangibly put into words, to then allow those concepts to become tangible and practical in the real world. I'm energized because this community that Personality Hacker has created is the kindest, most thoughtful, intelligent, compassionate, and authentic group of humans that I've truly ever encountered. To call myself a part of this community, I, like many other profiling students, I feel like I was looking for a group like this forever, and I could never really identify it. I know that I have some incredible lifelong friends here, and the best part is that the fun just keeps coming. There's always new content, there's always new things to learn, there's always new opportunities to connect, and I really feel like I'm going to be a part of this community for a very long time.